Paul McCartney, who is known as one of the most famous figures in music history, was born on June 18, 1942 in Liverpool, England. He is a great male singer, songwriter, film producer and recorder of the music industry. With a career spanning more than half a century, Paul McCartney not only contributed to building the image of the legendary band The Beatles but also shone with his solo career. Paul McCartney's musical career began in 1957 when he joined the band The Quarrymen, the predecessor band of the Beatles. Later, in 1960, The Quarrymen transformed into the Beatles with the addition of John Lennon, George Harrison, and Ringo Starr. Paul McCartney quickly became an integral part of the group's resounding success. With great music composition ability, he has contributed to the world a series of immortal songs such as Yesterday, Hey Jude, Let It Be and many other works. After the Beatles broke up in the 1970s, Paul McCartney began his solo career. He released a series of successful albums and continued to demonstrate his musical talent with songs such as Band on the Run, Maybe I Am Amazed, and Live and Let Die. In addition, he also participates in many other music projects such as the band Wings and collaborative projects with other artists. In addition to his music career, Paul McCartney also made significant contributions to the film industry. He has participated in the production and recording of many films and television shows. He is also a supporter of charity and environmental protection activities. However, Paul McCartney's career cannot avoid scandals and controversies. In a shocking incident in 1980, Paul was investigated by Swedish police for marijuana possession. Although he later denied using this stimulant, this incident still caused much controversy and affected the public image of Paul McCartney. Despite the scandals and pressures of his career, Paul McCartney continues to contribute to the entertainment industry with his passion and talent. He is a great icon not only of music but also of pop culture and the timeless spirit of creativity. Experiencing the harshness and ups and downs of an artist's life, Paul McCartney, one of the living legends of the legendary group The Beatles, is not only famous for his vibrant music but also for his profound and thoughtful thoughts. Multidimensional perspective on life. In 1984, his name once again became widespread when he was arrested for drug trafficking in Japan, a tumultuous incident in the life of a music star. That event seemed to make McCartney reconsider his relationship with drugs, and also opened a new development in his views on stimulants. Until in 1997, he made a shocking statement: "People smoke and making it a crime is really wrong." These words not only marked a change in McCartney's personal views but also created a wave of debate and profound reflection on the issue of drugs and drug policy around the world. If we look back to the 1980s, when Paul McCartney was caught with a large amount of drugs at Narita Airport in Tokyo, Japan, we can understand why he had deep thoughts about this problem. The 1980s are known as a vibrant period of drug culture, with drug use being an integral part of life today, especially among artists and the rock music scene. The Beatles, like many bands of their generation, went through similar experiences in the 1960s, when drug use became an integral part of musical culture. In McCartney's life, drug use can be seen as part of the creative process and self-expression of a free artist. However, being caught with drugs in Japan turned his life upside down, raising questions about the consequences of using stimulants, as well as treatment by society and the legal system. For this may have caused shock and provided a pause for McCartney to reflect on the consequences of his actions and how it affected his life and work. When McCartney made his 1997 announcement about making it an actual crime, he was demonstrating a new view of drugs, one based on personal experience and a clear view of the consequences them for individuals and society. He may have clearly seen that convicting and punishing drug users is not the way to solve the problem, but in fact it only adds to the problems of crime in the community. Instead, McCartney emphasized the need to find ways to understand and help those affected by drugs instead of simply punishing them. However, McCartney's statement also caused controversy and mixed opinions. Some people believe that downplaying the drug problem can lead to criticism and encouragement of drug use, especially among young people. They warn that undervaluing drugs can undermine self-discipline and create a sense of comfort with substance use, which can be harmful to individuals and society. Roan was Paul McCartney's first real girlfriend, an undeniable part of the legendary rock star's life journey. They met at a bar in 1959, when they were both young and ambitious. That was the time when Paul McCartney was taking his first steps in his musical career, with the legendary band The Beatles. Since the first day they met, the love between Paul and Dot became stronger and deeper day by day. When Paul McCartney and the band went to Hamburg to perform, he did not forget to write to Roan, to keep in touch and share his feelings in those distant moments. Even though they are geographically far apart, their love is still intact and warm. During that time, Roan played an important role in Paul McCartney's life. She introduced Cynthia Powell to the band when they returned to Liverpool in 1962. This was not just a routine introduction, but also a milestone that marked a major change in Paul's personal life. McCartney. Even though Paul and Dot had a relationship that lasted more than 2.5 years, their love life was not without challenges and difficulties. In Bob Spitz's book, it is mentioned that Roan had a miscarriage, a heartbreaking tragedy. This loss had a huge impact on their relationship. According to Spitz, this heartbreaking event may be the reason why Paul McCartney decided to call off his previous engagement. The failure of his relationship with Roan was not only a sad ending for Paul McCartney but also a valuable lesson about love and loss. The experiences from this turbulent first love helped him better understand himself and helped him become a stronger man in love and life. Paul McCartney later went through many relationships and marriages, but Roan always held a special place in his heart, being the first woman who marked the appearance of
2. Rebel High, Snake Eater 2, The Drug Buster, and The Bone Collector. Passed away on the 19th of January 2022. She died of cancer at the age of 64. We have said goodbye to many stars and notable figures over the past year. And as the year came to an end, we paused to reflect on the careers, legacies, and tributes paid to famous faces from the worlds of music, film, television, fashion, and sports. Hi, I'm Yami. You're watching Hollywood Culture. Sylvain. American guitarist Sylvain, popular for his work with New York Dolls, died on the 13th of January. He died after a 2-year battle with cancer at the age of 69. Paul Westphal. American Hall of Fame basketball player Paul Westphal, who also was a head coach and commentator, died on the 2nd of January. He died of brain cancer at the age of 70. Dick Culpa. American cartoonist Dick Culpa, famous for his work in Cracked and Weekly World News, died of cancer on the 3rd of January. He died at the age of 66. Tanya Roberts. Actress Tanya Roberts, best known for playing Midge Pinciotti in That 70s Show, and also worked on A View to a Kill and Charlie's Angels, died on the 4th of January. She died of complications from a blood infection at the age of 65. Michael Apted. Film director Michael Apted, best known for Coal Miner's Daughter, a movie that was nominated for 7 Academy Awards and was considered to be a TV documentary pioneer, died on the 7th of January at the age of 79. Deezer D. American rapper and actor Deezer D, best known for playing Nurse Malik McGrath in the medical drama television series ER, died on the 7th of January. He died of a heart attack at the age of 55. Marion Ramsey. Actress Marion Ramsey, most popular for her role as Officer Laverne Hooks in Police Academy movies, died on the 7th of January. She died at the age of 73. Ed Bruce. American singer-songwriter Ed Bruce, famous for recording the 1982 country #1 hit, You're the Best Break This Old Heart Ever Had, died on the 8th of January. He died of natural causes at the age of 81. John Riley, American film and son